Yo, what up guys? Toxico here. Hey, it's been a really long time. I'm sorry about that. I've been trying to get gear on my rogue and I had a couple things I had to take care of in IRL. But yeah, anyways, now I'm fully geared and I'm back. I'm ready to make a bunch of videos for you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you guys double rogue. It's a pretty good comp. However, if you're trying to climb the ladder, I'd probably suggest playing Mage Rogue or Rogue Priest, as those are far superior comps. But if you have a rogue friend and you want to try to climb a bit, you definitely try this comp out. Anyways, we climbed to about mid 1800s and I was in half greens. This is the first week or two of the ladder, so you can definitely make this comp work. But yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. Just make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, so starting out, we're fighting Priest Rogue, Shadow Priest. We're looking for the Rogue, and I'm kind of hiding right now because I wanted to save my perception. So I go ahead and go up, and I'm going to start looking for this guy. I have a dagger on my main hand right now for ambush, so that's why I don't have a main hand poison. But yeah, you want to put a poison on your dagger anyways. I just forgot this game. But yeah, I usually put minor main poison on my main hand dagger and then wound poison on my sword and crippling on my offhand. So yeah, go ahead and find this rogue. I get the sap and I run away so I don't get feared. The rogue goes in, but he gets feared, so he trinkets and I garrote to open. I expose armor and I let the other rogue stun. The other rogue gets his kidney resisted, so I go ahead and kidney. I notice the rogue trinkets late here, so I go ahead and wait for him to come back out, and I trinket and blind him. And then I'm able to finish off this priest, kick him, and then eviscerate, and he goes down. My other rogue's in a lot of trouble here, so I go ahead and banish cheap shot in between the dot ticks. I go ahead and rupture him and just start running with the other rogue because he's in a lot of trouble. I have a dot on myself, so I'm trying to be a little bit careful here. So yeah, I see the rogue coming up here. He still doesn't rupture on him, but I have a dot, so I'm trying to wait in between my dot ticks and I'm going to sap him. He stealths a little bit early, which was a mistake, and I was able to sap him and bandage up. Here I tell my other rogue to re-sap him so I can get a full re-stealth and come help him with the rogue. So yeah, here I get a re-stealth and I switch to my dagger so I can shadow step ambush. Go ahead and do that, and I put a rupture on just in case. Here my other rogue gets a kidney, and that's pretty much the first game. Our team name is B2 in greens. I thought that was pretty funny. So yeah, here we're fighting Warrior Disc Priest. Double rogue kind of struggles with Warrior teams since we don't have that much CC. But as you see here, he Berserker Rage, which is actually really good for us. So I kind of just tell the other rogue to wait and stealth. And we're going to wait on sap DR so we can full CC this warrior. So yeah, now we're just waiting 8 more seconds on the sap DR. And I tell the other rogue to sap the priest. I'm going to sap the warrior. So actually I sap the priest and he saps the warrior. He goes ahead and opens. I open with an ambush. I'm trying to expose armor, but I don't have that much energy, so I'm going to wait and resap this warrior. He just gets Berserker Rage back, but it's a few more seconds of CC. Go ahead and blind him. I tell the rogue he trinketed, so he blinds him. So yeah, here we're trying to burst down the priest while the warrior's still CC'd. He's stun formed, so he actually stun formed my garrote. That really sucked. But I gotta expose armor on him. And I'm actually trying to build calm points while avoiding him a bit because he actually has fear. I don't have trinket, so if he fears me, that's gonna be really bad. So I go ahead and stay distance while I'm trying to step kick him, but he doesn't cast, so I go ahead and just step kidney. And here we're actually able to get him down. Now my other rogue's really low. I thought he was gonna die, so I start bandaging for the 1v1. And here it probably would have been good for me to go help him right away, but yeah, it's actually fine because he survives still, which is pretty amazing. So I go ahead and try to come help him. Go ahead and cheap shot this warrior. I'm gonna try to kidney him too so the rogue can get away, but it resists. So I rupture. I'm trying to shiv him so I can keep kiting. Shiv and run. So yeah, crippling poison's slower than hamstring, so if you're next to a pillar, you can just crippling poison and pretty much always get away from the warrior. So here I'm able to get a clean re-stealth, and I know my other rogue's bandaging right now, so I'm just kind of waiting on him. So yeah, I'm here, I'm just waiting for my other rogue to be ready still. Go ahead and sap the warrior. You're gonna Berserker Rage that, but that's fine. I can tell he's trying to head up top for the eyes, so I'm going to go up top and meet him. Now, if the warrior's going for the eyes, you actually want to let him get it, because they take increased damage. So from there, I step sap him. So now he's going to take increased damage, so go ahead and cheap shot him. Into a kidney, it gets resisted, so I actually expose armor and blind him before I get a bleed on me. This way I'm able to bandage up. Since he got resisted on my kidney, I just kind of run, wait for my next stun DR, which is in 4 seconds. Other rogue's actually healed up now and ready to go. So go ahead and step cheap shot to a kidney. And from here, the other rogue's trying to step up too, so he can help me. Go ahead and actually gets up here. Kidneys him as well. Now we get feared here, but I just go ahead and trinket and use my ghostly strike. He's trying to chase me still, so he's on stun DR, so you just want to keep running, keep kiting. If you play like this, the warrior really can't do much. So yeah, my shadow step's almost off cooldown, and he's almost off stun DR, so I kind of stay near him. Try to step him, cheap shot him, gets resisted. Try to get crippling poison on him and kidney him. And yeah, from here, me and the rogue are able to 2v1 him pretty easily. Alright, so hopping in straight to the next game, we're fighting Mage Rogue. We're waiting on this mage to come out in Viz. I'm holding my perception because I noticed he was Horde before. Go ahead and pop my perception so I can try to find the rogue near him. Go ahead and look along the walls for this rogue. Usually the rogues are going to hide kind of near their mages, so I'm just looking on the left side. I'm having the rogue look on the right side near the mage. Looked back in the room, he wasn't there. Now unfortunately I don't have the engineering goggles yet, so we're kind of just looking for this rogue without any stealth detection, but you can always wait for the eyes and grab the eyes and then vanish, find the rogue that way. Definitely want to be careful with those tornadoes, like they really can mess you up as double rogue. During season 1 they're in Nagrin Arena. So I know the eyes are going to spawn soon, so I'm kind of just camping by. Now the only thing is, me and the other rogue are far apart right here, so if one of us gets caught, that's going to be really bad for us. So I go ahead and sap this mage before he gets the eye. I sapped him a little early though, but luckily my rogue starts to head over towards me because I'm trying to grab the eye, and he finds the other rogue, and the rogue actually trinkets, so that's really good for us. Go ahead and cheap shot this mage. He blinks and gets the eye, but it's okay because he actually blocks, which takes the eye debuff, or takes the eye buff off him. So I'm able to vanish without him seeing me. And now we're just looking for this rogue. My rogue actually finds him again. He has no trinkets, so go ahead and he stuns him, I bleed him. And the mage, the only thing he can do here is sheep, so I just vanish, and you could also cloak it too. But as you can see there, even if the rogue had trinket, like if you get the opener, it's just really easy to kill the rogue. So I go ahead and blind the mage and kick the water lily so he can't root us. And now he only has one block. So with both of us on him, he's going to go down pretty quickly. Go ahead and just shadow step, eviscerate him, and he's dead. So now we're fighting Warlock Druid. This can be kind of a hard team to fight, but if you find the Druid, it's going to be pretty easy. So I'm going ahead and looking around for him with perception on one side, have the other rogue look on the other. Usually they hide near the Warlock, but I actually don't end up seeing him. So yeah, while we still have perception, we're just looking for this Druid still. If we don't end up finding him with perception, we're just going to have to kind of wait back and wait for the eyes. You don't want to stay near the lock, because if the Druid sees you with his stealth detection buff, he'll actually get the jump on you. So yeah, the lock's about to try to get the eye soon, but I go ahead and sap him before it comes up. I'm going to sap him one more time. Got to sap him a third time because I sapped him a little early, but I go ahead and get the eye and vanish. And now I'm able to find the Druid. So I don't see the Druid yet, but I know he's going to be pretty close to the lock, so I go ahead and keep looking. I see him finally, he's in our starting area. Start to head there. So I go ahead and cheap shot the Druid, expose armor. I'm trying to wait for the other rogue to get here so he can stun him, but I go ahead and gouge him, trying to wait for him. It breaks, but I rupture him. I go ahead and vanish and garrote him. And here I cloak the root, which kind of had to, but kind of bad later on in the game. So yeah, the Druid actually gets kidneyed on his trinket, and he goes down pretty easily. But now I actually get dotted, and I don't have cloak, so I'm just trying to burst this lock as much as I can. I kick the Searing Pain, and I'm trying to have the rogue stun that drain life. So I don't have kidney yet, so he's going to get some more dots out, but I have it soon. Go ahead and kidney him here. We're both really low, so we're just trying to pump as much damage as we can, get a nice eviscerate off, and he's dead. Alright, so here we're fighting Mage Priest. Mage goes in Viz, so we're just kind of waiting on him. Just gonna kind of wait back and wait for him to come out. So moving ahead a bit, Mage finally came out. Go ahead and go in for the sap on the Mage and watch out for the Priest Nova. I'm waiting for my rogue, that he stuns him. I go ahead and ambush and expose armor. I actually resap the Mage's trinket there, and then blind him after he blocks. So we're going on the priest. Mage actually gets out of the blind early for some reason, but I tell the other rogue to just blind him. So he goes ahead and blinds him, and the priest gets cheap shotted. From here, pretty much just eviscerate him, he's dead. And the mage tries to blizzard us, but I'm just trying to run for this pillar. Alright, so the mage is trying to get us from getting a re-stealth. He has a pet still out, so I kick it, and it's going to despawn soon, so I kind of just kite it. Now, the one rogue gets caught, kind of, and it's kind of in a bad situation. I try to help him, but he gets another pet out, and the rogue actually ends up dying. So now it's just me and this mage. He's really geared, so he hits pretty hard. I go ahead and daily throw that blizzard, and I start bandaging. Now the pet's attacking me, but I'm able to get a re-stealth, but he gets me out again with the blizzard. I have to keep lining and just kill his pet. So once I get the pet down, I start to go in. I actually cloak and shiv him, but he blocks, so that's his last block. So I start lining again. I kind of want to wait for my cloak to come off cooldown to keep going and maybe get another bandage off. So I just keep lining this dude. He's gonna go try to get the eye or maybe drink, but you can use distract, stop him from drinking. And the tornado actually hits him, so that's good for me. I shadow step, cheap shot him because his blink was on cooldown, but I kidney him. He gets his blink back, so he's able to get out of the kidney, but I blind him here. Looking back on this, I probably shouldn't have kidneyed him, but it's okay. I get a re-stealth and I sap him. He has no shield now, so I want to open with Garrote. Go ahead and Garrote and shiv him, but I get Frostbite, which is really bad for me. I resist the first Ice Lance, so that's kind of good, but I get crit for 1700. I deadly throw the blizzard, so I'm trying to line now. I actually only get one tick of bandage off, but I'm really low, so I need it. So even though my cloak's off cooldown, I'm still trying to wait on my blind, and I have to wait on my bandage cooldown, so I'm just kind of playing the waiting game. Go ahead and sap him, stop him from eating and drinking. Now here he actually starts to bandage, so I try to stop that as soon as I can. I don't want him to get any more health. I'm still waiting on 22 seconds on my bandage cooldown and 25 seconds on my blind. So I'm kind of just stuck waiting here while he gets mana and health. Now even though this is looking pretty bad for me, it's still decent because I'm waiting for all my cooldowns. Like my blind's almost off cooldown, my vanish is coming back. But he go ahead and grabs the eye and he's trying to find me. So I go ahead and sap him. I know he's going to trinket. So I go ahead and trade my 1 minute cloak cooldown for his 2 minute trinket, which is okay. Keep lining him here. Go ahead and get a re-stealth. Now he's going to go for the other eyes, so I'm going to go to the other pillar far away. Alright, so here since he's getting the eye, I know he has to mount up, so I'm going to start bandaging. Get some health back while he comes over here. He has no trinket, so if I get him in a sap, he can't really do much. His block's still on, he's on cooldown. And my cloak is on 25 second cooldown, so I'm trying to wait for that, but I go ahead and open up with a cheap shot, expose armor, and blind him. So things are starting to look a lot better for me. I almost have my cloak off cooldown, my vanish is off cooldown, and I have trinket. So I go ahead and sap him. It's going to be short, but he has no shield, so I want to open soon. Go ahead and Garrote him and shiv him. Trinket that root so I don't get Ice Lanced. Go ahead and cloak so I don't take any more damage from the Ellie. I try to cloak to avoid damage, but he gets a lot of my health already because I'm in greens. I get wrecked pretty hard by whatever he does to me. So I need to run away. I mean, he already used his Water Ellie and Icy Veins, so that's pretty good for me. I actually distract him once he starts eating so he can't get mana or health. I Shadow Step sap him, and I try to avoid getting Novid by his Ellie. He actually misses there, which is really good for me. Go ahead and sap him one more time. I'm just trying to wait out his Ellie. It should be desummoning pretty soon. Shot him and do a shiv. He's going to blink, so I'm going to run to the pillar. Start bandaging a bit. So here I'm just trying to wait out his Ellie and watch out for the blizzard. He gets me once with the blizzard, but his Ellie despawns, so that's really good for me. He actually blinks in here, and I'm able to Shadow Step kidney him, take advantage of that. I try to finish him off here with an Eviscerate. He gets Ice Barrier, which is bad, but I get Novid, and I have Cloak in 2 seconds. He procs my Cheat Death, and I'm able to Cloak, and from here I'm able to finish him. Yeah, my rogue was actually in that mage's guild, and he was really pissed off that I beat him, especially in greens. He ended up whispering him. But yeah, if you guys like videos like this, just make sure you comment and like below. And yeah, I'll definitely have some more videos like this in the future. I'm going to be playing some mage rogue and some rogue priest to climb the ladder with now that I'm fully geared. Until next time, I'll see you guys around in TBC Classic.